everyone else is thinking.
I'm dedicated to it. I can't be stopped. Hello, everybody. It's Ted Nugent reporting for you. I'm feeling so good it's stupid. You know, I'm high right now on freedom. I'm high on Gibson Birdlands from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Look at this, number 9. Number 9, reporting for duty. So thank you, everybody, for letting me unleash my First Amendment, uncompromised, unabated, outrageous truth, logic, and common sense. I have a Ted Nugent Real America Voice Spirit Campfire. Spirit, I'm whistling. The dogs looked up. My dogs, Sadie, Coco, and Happy. Oh, actually, Happy Jackson. He's my great. God loves me. God loves me a lot. And so thank you for supporting my American middle finger freedom orgy for all these years in the soundtrack. So let me tell you why I'm here. In fact, my dogs are sleeping on MyPillow.com dog beds. And Mike Lindell is one of my heroes because he stands up. He doesn't back down. He challenges authority because authority is out of control. People with authority think they have the authority and they don't have the authority. Hey, Texas Parks and Wildlife, you don't have the authority to tell me I can't shoot a 12-inch wide buck. You jerks. And you end the deer season on January 3rd when there's all kinds of deer that need to be harvested. I'm telling you, they're completely out of control. But Mike Lindell, I hope he's the governor of Minnesota because Minnesota people are great people, except for the Somalian Learning Center tax torturers. Why aren't they arrested? We'll get to that in a minute. My God, the cruelty from Uncle Sham. Oy vey. Meanwhile, MyPillow.com presents the Ted Nugent First Amendment outrage. It's beautiful. It's like a linguistic freedom middle finger ballet. And I'm doing pirouettes with my tutu on your forehead of freedom. Go to mypillow.com, spend your hard-earned money with a man an entrepreneur, rock solid in the asset column. He's a great man. His products are world-class American-made products. I have all the MyPillow products. And even though I have Remington Ammo bags under my eyes because I'm so wound up getting ready for the best concerts of my life. I've already had the best concerts of my life in 2026. It's outrageous. My life is outrageous. The American dream is outrageous. It's inspiring, stimulating, absolutely wonderful. And MyPillow.com presents my articulation of your basic freedom belief system. So thank you, Mike Lindell. Go to MyPillow.com and type in the code SPIRIT. And also, while we're here, since I'm talking about my dogs, go to GetUncleTeds.com. GetUncleTeds.com is, my dogs are so, Jackson actually, he stalks and chases and catches woodchucks, and they're delicious, by the way. The cuter the critter, the sweeter the meat. Love the lamb chops. Anyhow, GetUncleTeds.com. These are natural, organic, healthy, nutritional supplements and treatments. I know you love your dogs. My beloved sister, Kathy. Kathy, I love you. I'm sorry we lost Mabel. She lost her beautiful chocolate Labrador, Mabel. Got a beautiful memorial. And she and everybody else say that when they start giving GetUncleTeds.com dog goodies, that all of a sudden their dogs become friskier, more feisty, healthier, and they live longer. I think Mabel just was ready to turn 14, but we didn't come out with the GetUncleTeds.com goodies till just a couple years ago. So people are raving about how their dogs are just healthier and happier. And of course, the healthier and happier our dogs, the healthier and happier our American dream. So go to GetUncleTeds.com, buy them for your friends that have dogs. And if you don't have dogs, get a damn dog. Get 2 dogs. We have 3 dogs. Anyhow, and also brought to you by TedNugent.com. I'm going on the road. I'm not going, my band is going on the road. The crew is going on the road, but I'm flying to the gigs every night. We're having the music. The music is intoxicating. My guitar licks are intoxicating. People's feet, we levitate when I play my magic licks, when we play Gloucester Funky, when we play Free For All, when we play Gonzo. We're playing Journey to the Center of the Mind. How many years ago was that? 70 years ago? How many? And Bob Leonard, my original singer for the Amboy Dukes in 1965 at the Cellar in Arlington Heights, Bob's coming and joining me at the Des Plaines Theater. I think it's like July 14 or 15. And then we're playing the Arcata Theater in St. Charles, Illinois, 14 or 15. Anyhow, we're playing Lexington Theater, Lexington. You want to have your psyche rearranged and learn how to dance like a breeding Wolverine? Come to the Lexington Theater in Lexington, Michigan on July 7th and 8th. And then Freedom Hill in Sterling Heights, Michigan, home of Jason Hartless, the greatest drummer, son of Johnny Bonangic. Sterling Heights, Freedom Hill on July 10th. And then we're playing Paw Paw, Michigan. We're playing down near Columbus, Ohio. We're playing Marion, Michigan. We're unleashing unbelievable dynamo, magic, grinding, fun music in Marion, Illinois, Effingham, Illinois. We're playing all of Penns Peak, Pennsylvania. The best music of my life. The band is so good, James Brown would hire us. So go to tednugent.com and see where we're playing. And also all these incredible sporting goods. I got these unbelievable knives called Relentless Knives. I'm filleting fish. I'm eating sacred slabbage. They got all kinds of wonderful knives. I don't know how you get there, but I like to celebrate killer sporting goods, great sporting goods that bring me mucho happiness in the great outdoors, which cleanses the soul, which is why we call it the spirit of the wild. Relentless Knives. I'm telling you, skinning and gutting and carving up woodchucks, butchering critters, slabbing bass and bluegills and crappie, or crappie, whatever you want to call them. My crappie are not crappie. Anyhow, Relentless Knives. Also, whitetailproductsgonewild.com. We'll put that on the screen. These guys, Aaron and Nikki, are creating the greatest stuff. And the reason I promote these entrepreneurs is because they really create killer stuff. If you want to be happier, the increase of wildlife activity every night at the Nugent Swamp here, we get all these animals come in. DJ, he's got this thing called Lick 'em and Stick 'em. And the animals go nuts for all the animals gobble up the corn and the whitetail products go wild. Well, it's not legal to feed wildlife. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's 250 years of freedom. And some goons in bureaucracies will tell you can't feed wildlife. My name is Ted Nugent. I'll feed wildlife anytime I want to feed wildlife. I was walking downtown Chicago a number of years ago when we played the House of Blues, and these pigeons were on the railings and people were throwing scraps to the pigeons. So I grabbed a pigeon. I caught a pigeon with my own hands. Squab. It's called squab. People were begging for heroin, I guess. And I grabbed the pigeon live. I offered this disheveled puddle of subhumanity. I said, you want food? Here's some squab. He didn't know how to handle it. You need to make food out of real creatures. That's the only healthy food in the world. You've got to do it. Also, I want to promote another great outfit that has really brought quality to me. These people support my big mouth. And anybody that supports me are great, great people. If you support me, you're a great person, which, by the way, I have David Girardi coming on, retired Army Ranger, Bronze Star recipient, congressional candidate in Wyoming, where they're killing more grizzly bears than ever in recorded history in self-defense. We're actually killing more grizzly bears in Wyoming and Montana in the liability column instead of just opening up the season so we don't have to kill them in the liability column as damage control. Wildlife agencies are supposed to manage wildlife based on population dynamics, habitat carrying capacity, sustained yield, value, so that we manage them positively before we in the asset column, so we don't have to do damage control. We're supposed to do quality control, and then they're an asset by having an open season on grizzly bears. They're not endangered. Well, they were endangered if they ran across my ass, because I'd whistle, they'd look at me, and I'd shoot them between the eyes with a Remington 200 grain Corlock 10 millimeter round out of my Glock Model 20. And I would have, because they were charging me, if they looked at me, I'm afraid they're going to charge me. I'm fearful for my life, shoot the grizzly bear. So anyhow, my point is wildlife can only be one of two things, either an asset or a liability. And the game departments of this nation are anti-nature, they're anti-God, they're anti-freedom. Now, Bill Jones in Arkansas, he's a good guy. And I suppose there's a few other good guys, and the good guys don't have to feel guilty. But you hear that squirming, you hear all that squirming? A lot of guilt out there. Most wildlife agencies are guilty of abuse of power and anti-nature, anti-science, wildlife mismanagement. And if you aren't, come on my show and explain how you're not guilty of mismanagement. So anyhow, we got this guy running for Congress in Wyoming, David Geralt, David Geralt, retired Army Ranger, Bronze Star recipient. He's coming on and he's going to discuss how he's going to help fix Wyoming and America because it is a cluster crank. Anyhow, Chapter is my guide and outfitter for Medicare. Chapter, go to Ask Chapter. We're going to put it on the screen, askchapter.org. I didn't have health insurance. I went to get some procedures. I'm getting old. I need procedures. And I didn't have health care, so I got a hold of askchapter.org/Ted. If you're having trouble getting proper health care, these guys can be your guide and outfitter, going through the landmine field and the cluster crank, the quagmire of bureaucratic insanity when it comes to Uncle Sham and his Medicare Medicaid sham while he's giving it to Somalian invaders with their leering centers. So thank you. Askchapter.org/Ted. These are important little ditties. These are important sponsors. MyPillow.com, very important. GetUncleTeds.com, very important. Askchapter.org/Ted, very important. I love you people. You people are very important. This is a very important weekend because every day should be Independence Day, and it's 250 years, and we need to start acting like Americans. How does a real American act? He questions all authority, and we push back on the abuse of power. In 2026, how about we start acting like real Americans and stand up for God, family, country, Constitution, and freedom from God, not from government. Government is the problem, not the solution. Uncle Ted reporting for duty. Happy Independence Day, 250 America. Yowza. So much fun.